And how is this just the Visual Studio? This is just the Visual Studio Community Edition, right?
Yes.
Divyasri, is there any reason why yours is at least 2.4 GB?
I have no idea, Professor.
Mine is no.
How could you stop sharing? And Divyasri, could you start sharing your screen? For a
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Alex, I want, once you guys have are done with the database project, I really would like your database art gallery management to address art theft, right? I want you guys to address the issue where some art is stolen and what do I do about that? That would be a fun thing to handle in a database. Yeah, most likely. Um, okay. Let's see. About everyone else, who else has some other connector installed or has okay is trying to install Visual Studio Community Edition right now, or has Python already installed? Give me some updates. Anybody who has installed Python separately, were you guys able to import MariaDB on your system? And on top, separately says invalid syntax. Yogi, that is fine, I think. That should be fine. If you install directly from Jupyter. How try to do pip3 install MariaDB? And for those of you who have installed MariaDB and have imported MariaDB, try to run this particular thing. I believe that everyone here has the banking database on their system, right? Try to run this command. As I say, as I type it out here, I will copy and paste this, but let's, yes, Pranay, you can if you want. Again, as long as you get this set up, I'm fine with it. Same statement. I'm going to assume that your usernames and passwords are the same as mine. You would need to update your usernames and passwords accordingly, but you guys get the idea, right? So I want you guys to run this command once you are done installing MariaDB in Python. Or if you are using C++ or Java, do the corresponding thing for C++ or Java, but I'm sure that you guys would be able to do that on your own. And let's just connect to the banking database that we had. And so for me, the database that had all the banking information, that we had all the banking stuff and all the accounts and the borrowers and those things, that particular database is called banking. That is why I'm connecting to the banking database. For you guys, you should be installing or you should be connecting to your own particular database. Okay. In my case, it is banking. In your case, it might be different, but change that accordingly as well. So your username, your password, why is my password word? And your database. And furthermore, your port number. Now, for your port number, I want you to give in port number 3306. I want you guys to put in port number 3306. In my case, it is 3307, but in your case, it must be 3306. Joel, If you have Python installed, or if you have a Java connector to your database, install that. Otherwise, if you want, you can install Visual Studio as well. I am going to, for this class, I'm going to show you guys how to connect Visual Studio Python environment to databases or our data MariaDB connector, basically. So this class is basically connecting for connecting Visual Studio for Python to MariaDB. But your choices might differ. You might be using C++ or Java or anything else, or you might be using a different database, PostgreSQL or Microsoft Server or MySQL. Up to you what you want to use. For this class, we are going to look into this thing. You would need to figure out how to install it for MySQL. But again, I am here. Don't worry about it. For this class, at least, we are going to talk about this particular connection. Does that make sense? Okay. Leon, show me your screen. And for the rest of you who have MariaDB installed and Python installed, I want you to run this particular command and check if it works. That con equals to mariadb.connect. That particular thing. And let me know if it works. Long, it works. Yoga, it works. Yeah, it won't give you any output yet. That's fine. But it did not give you any error, right, Taha? Okay, that's fine. Who was I talking to? Leon. Oh, I remember, Leon, you wanted to change your project to the Hitman thing? Oh, cool. So guys, Leon is going to change his project idea to Hitman management. I really like that idea. I am going to change that. Edward, so is it working? Or are you in part of Leon's?
You see my screen now?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Show me what is not working. Oh, no. I'm not in MySQL Workbench. Open up your Visual Studio. Create a new project. Okay. Create a Python application. There you go. Yeah. Put in any name. Click on create. And Edward, I want you to follow along what Leon is doing as well. And I'm going to come back. Would you be able to share your screen as well after Leon's? I would like to check your syntax error as well. Okay, so Leon, do one thing. So you have installed MariaDB, right? I'm going to at least assume. Okay, so type in import MariaDB. Okay, go to the next line and then type in that particular statement that I pasted in the chat window. Yes. Let's see what else. Yeah. So it says that it can't find MariaDB. Do one thing, go to view. Let me bring up my Visual Studio as well. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. There is a Python installer there. Let me give it. So did you install MariaDB in your system? And could you tell me how you installed it? Using the command PIP, right? Visual Studio might be icky about that thing. Let me just double check. View. it's not. Just give me a sec. Let me double check this thing. Okay. Close that. Oh, okay. It did not install. How did you install? Um, okay. I think, yeah, I think it did not install. My internet went off for a second. Can you guys hear me now? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay. Leon, do one thing. Close this thing. I think you did not install MariaDB yet. Close this thing. Go to View. Go to Other Windows. Down, 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 down. There you go. Up a bit. Up a bit. There you go. Other Windows. Click on Python environments. And I want you guys to do the same thing if you have installed Python already. I mean, if you have installed Visual Studio already with the Python thing. Okay. Now, okay. So now that you have this, click on Overview. Overview, the drop down overview menu. Yeah. Click on Packages. Now, in that area that says Search PyPy Install Packages, click on that. Click search for MariaDB, MariaDB, and click on Run Command pip install MariaDB. Elevate now. Yep. Successfully installed MariaDB. So run this code once and do one thing before you run. After this line, put in another line like some print statement or something, print 1, 2, 3 or something, whatever, so that we can see that it has run, and some text, whatever. Yep. Okay, run this. Oh, wait. Since it's Visual Studio, right? It has issues. You have to put in parentheses for that thing. Python in Visual Studio is very finicky about those things. Yes. Now run this. Wait. So Leon, I think your password and that thing might be wrong for your MariaDB installation. Is that correct for your database? Yes, double check on that. And then if your password and username are correct, maybe the database name is wrong. Basically, what we need to do is, given the correct password and the correct username, we need to also mention the correct database name. In your case, it might be different. In my case, it was banking. So you might need to change that as well. And once you did that, check again with those things. But since it gives you a password error, it means that MariaDB is correctly installed. It's just a username or password or database name issue. Okay, Divyasri, could you show